your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Thursday night football here at Providence Christian High School. Because of the impending hurricane, the game between Providence Christian High School and Northside Methodist Academy got changed from Friday to Thursday, so here we are doing the game. As you're listening and watching this, it will have already happened, but this game being played on a Thursday night instead of Friday. And perfect weather here. We start the season at 95 and high humidity, and now today in week 6 we have perfect weather. The humidity is out of here, and it's a cool night, perfect night for football. And Providence will kick off. Northside won the toss, and they elected to receive. So take the ball at about the 12-yard line, going to kind of bounce out to the outside to the right. Got a hole in the middle of the field. We have a possibility here to pull this back, and it goes all the way down to the Providence 48-yard line. An excellent starting field position for Northside. And doing the game here by myself tonight, this is Mike Bridges. And so please bear with me as I try to figure out who is who. That is Jalen Smith. He's 5'10", senior, running that ball back from the 12 all the way to the 48-yard line where Northside will take over. And this is an interesting game tonight. You have two teams that are 2-3 and need a victory to stay in the fight for the region, because right now you have 3 undefeated teams. The good news is 2 of those teams are playing each other this week, so at least one of them will have 1 loss. Providence 2-1 in the region, and hoping to stay with the other teams. That OP is 4-0, and then you have HA is 3-0, and you also have Strawn that is 3-0. And so Providence is 2-1. They want to get a victory tonight to stay 3-1. Northside does not have a region win, and that's why tonight's game is important. The first play of the game is going to be a pass out behind the line of scrimmage, and Providence is all over that one. That's going to be a big loss, 7 yards. And what they tried to do there is just kind of get out in space. That didn't work for them too well, and that was Braylon Clements trying to get himself out and free. Not happening on that play, and give them negative 7 yards. And so perfect start for Providence. After giving up the long kickoff, they're able to get Northside behind the chains. So now it's 2nd down and 16. Harrison Hicks is the quarterback, and Northside's going to throw it quite a bit. He scrambles out to the right and flings it, and it looks like it is caught there, but that's going to be a short game, just 3 yards, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and long, and that looked like he got that one over to Braylon Clements, who had the long return there, and he's able to get 3 yards, but it still brings down 3rd down and 10. If you're new to high school football, if you're just tuning in and wondering about these two teams, in high school a lot of times they don't punt when it's 4th down and you're in the other team's territory, so this could be 4-down territory. Faking a blitz, Providence is going to bring some pressure straight up the gut, and Hicks gets the ball outside, gets the 1st down, and that's a good looking throw, and that's what you can see that Northside is able to do. He's able to get the ball 12 yards to Clement and get a 1st down there, and so Providence brought some pressure, and Hicks was able to get out to the side just a little bit and has a strong arm and get that out there, and that's exactly what Northside needed as the keeps the clock running here, and Northside 1st down now at the 39-yard line. Hicks is an accomplished quarterback. You can see he's got a good arm there. We hear a whistle here, and typically that is movement or an illegal shift. Yes, it's illegal motion, so Northside gets a good kickoff return and then gets behind the chains, able to get the 1st down, and before they can even start the next 1st down, they go back behind the chains and 5 yards, so it'll be 1st down and 15. So a couple of weeks ago, Hicks had a very good game, threw over 300 yards, had 3 touchdowns, and Northside fell to Pike County 28-18. There's a little pitch out and kind of winding his way through. Once again, it looks like that might be Clement again, and he's able to get himself a little bit back in there as Providence is able to kind of string it out. That was kind of one of those weird kind of plays where the defense was not able to get a lot of penetration, and so Clement just picked his way through and got 3 yards. It is 2nd down and 12. The Providence defense has been pretty good this year, despite 3 losses. They have been pretty good. Last week against Elba was really the only time that they didn't play quite as well. They ran into a buzzsaw with a sophomore running for 242 yards. Hick just with a square in there and gets the ball down to just about the 33-yard line, so give them 10 yards on that pass play. And Northside now has a much more manageable 3rd down and make it just about 4 yards to go. And as I alluded to here at the start of the broadcast, most likely going to be 4-down territory. You don't see too many schools kicking 40 and 50-yard field goals. So Hicks take it. It's just going to be an inside handoff to Clement. He tries to get through, and Harrison Mims comes up for the linebacker spot and drops him for no gain, and that's an excellent play there for Providence. So it brings down up a 4th down and 3, and the first decision now for Northside. And like I said, 4-down territory here is very rare that you have a field goal kicker that can kick it very, very long, and a lot of times they have the leg, just not the accuracy here. So first big play of the game with 8:45 to go. Hicks in the shotgun, got 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. And Hicks is going to go straight back, go right over the middle, and a big hit there in the middle of the field. And Providence able to hold on 4th down and 3. And that was a great hit there by C.J. Sullivan from the safety position. Same play that Northside got the big gain there on 2nd down. They tried it once again on 4th down. Didn't work, and Providence takes over. So the first defensive stand goes the way of Providence. The Eagles come in 2-3. They are 1-1 at home, and they lost the first game, won the next 2, and then have lost the last 2. And in most of the games here, Opp, it was 20-14, and Opp had a big lead, and Providence was able to come back. And that game, it was more of a case of turnovers at inopportune times that helped Opp to win that game. And last week, going against the number 1 team in 1A, Elba, they were not able to hold up against them, losing that game 40-7. So we have a timeout on the field with 8:37 to go, and it looks like we're going to get right back on here. Not 100% sure what the timeout there was. Typically they do that for heat, but we don't have the heat anymore. It's a beautiful night in the 60s, a little overcast, no humidity, so it's a perfect football weather. Craig Pittman is the quarterback. He's going to go with an inside handoff. Just going to go straight up the gut, give 2 yards there, and take a look at his Kaiser Sims, who got that carry, and he is doing most of the work at running back. Ryland Banner started the season at running back in the first couple of games, and then Sims has taken over. He's about 63 yards a game right now, and if you have to look at the Providence team at 2-3, just not as much offense as you'd like to see, and this is a team known over the years, very good running team with a lot of offense, and just have not seen as much of it here. Sims one more time, right up the gut, so give him 3 more yards, and that will bring up a 3rd down and 5. One thing that you've seen with Providence this year that we haven't seen as much in previous years is Pittman, who is just a sophomore. Let's double check that. He's just a freshman. He's been quite the passer, has 5 touchdown passes, and again, Providence not really known for its passing, and so he has an opportunity to really be in the record book for the season and quite possibly his career, already with 5 touchdown passes. And when he passes it, Chapel Stickler is usually his number 1 target there, and so we'll take a look at Stickler, who is number 20. Not sure what this holdup is here. They haven't started the play clock or the clock itself, so we've had 2 kind of odd stops. We'll see now. It is a 3rd down and just about 5 yards. And Pittman's going to keep it himself, go straight up the gut, has an opportunity. It looks like he just fell forward there. Now it looks like they're marking him short. I like to tell fans all the time that you never know what you're going to see at these high school games. He fell 2 yards past that spot, but for some reason they put the spot right there. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 9. And one thing that you do not see very often is Pittman running. Last week he had just 2 yards, and so this week we'll see what they do. So it does look like they're going to measure it. And for one of the few times, I actually happen to be in a good spot here. And it looks like that from our vantage point that he's going to be just about a half a football short. Let's take a look and see what happens. But again, once again, it is a big play because Providence was able to hold Northside, and they do not want to have a fourth down. It is just a fourth down in inches. It really is the old proverbial nose of the football. So Providence, all they need to do is get that for a first down. So now the first big decision for Providence. What will they do in their own territory, deep in their own territory? And there's no hesitation. They're going to go for it. Now, throughout the season, they have done this, and then Pittman has gone back a little bit and done a pooch kick, so that could possibly happen. But I get the feeling here this is going to be a straight go for it. Pittman with Sims in the back with him. He goes in motion. It is going to be an inside handoff to Harrison Mims. He works his way through, spins out, has an opportunity, gets it down to the 40-yard line. So give him 7 yards on that play. And that was something that looked like it may possibly not get the first down, then get the first down. He made a nice spin move, turned his way through, and got himself a first down in really what Providence needed here. A couple of weeks ago against Opp, Mims, who is the backup quarterback, threw an 80-yard touchdown, so he has the capability of throwing it as well as running it. Fresh set of downs here as we go under 7 minutes. In motion here, Calvin McClintock, and we have another stoppage in play. And this is one of those games sometimes that is just so hard because it's a lot of stop and start, stop and start. So it's offsides on Northside, and so Northside in need of a victory. They won their first 2. They have lost their last 3 and had an opportunity the last 2 weeks to win. Lost to Pike County 28-18, lost to Daleville 16-15, and made 2 crucial mistakes so far here in the first quarter with penalties. So now it's first down and 5. Providence at the Northside 45. Pittman and Sims in the background. And now we have another timeout as the play clock was running down, and so Providence has to call a timeout. So one of those games where you have a lot of stop and starting before the boys can get into a rhythm. Let's take this break with them. You're watching the Scenic Cable Sports Network. 6:24 to go in the first quarter. Providence moving on their first possession, holding Northside on a fourth down and taking over. Got theirself a first down on a fourth down play as well. And I'm telling you, we just cannot get this thing started and going. Now Providence with illegal motion. So Northside had jumped offsides on first down, giving Providence a 1st and 5. Had a timeout, come back out of the timeout, and Providence is in motion. So it sets back to what we had about 10 minutes ago, it feels like. First down and 10, Providence at the 50-yard line. And just really, both teams have not been able to get into a rhythm yet. There's a lot of stoppages. Sims gets the ball, goes straight up the gut, picks his way through, has about 4 yards, and we'll see where they mark it. They're going to give him just about 4 yards there, so that's a good hard run by Sims. And so far, Providence has kept the ball on the ground, and Sims is, like we said, basically the workhorse for them. He's averaging about 63 yards a game, and last week he had an inopportune fumble a couple of weeks ago against Opp as well. They had driven down inside the 20 when they were down 13-0, and that fumble stopped a very, very good drive. Second down and 6, and in motion here is Chapel Stickler. He's able to turn up the field, gets up to about the 39-yard line, pretty close to a first down. We'll see if they give it to him. But that's a very good hard run by Stickler there for 6 yards, and Providence has the ground game running, and they're going to make it a third down and 1. It's really a third down in inches. Providence has got 2 wide outs to the left, and a third down here. You expect them to go straight up the gut to get that first down. trying to hard count here and making sure that Northside's in the defense that Providence is looking for so they can run this play against it. And it's going to go Sims right up the gut. And it's an excellent play right there by the defensive tackle, number 55 for Northside. That is Jordan Sanford, who playing linebacker, who is 5'9", 210. He is just a sophomore, makes the biggest play of the night so far for Northside. What was a 3rd and inches is now a 4th and 1, so Providence having to do 4th down for a second time on this drive, taking over with just about 8 minutes to go, so they've held the ball for almost 4 minutes. Providence sticking with somewhat of the base offense here with Mims off the side there from the fullback position, Sims in the background and backfield. And it's going to be a straight run up the middle for him, and boy, this is going to be close. He got right about where he was before, and once again making a great play is Northside, and coming out of the stack there was number 46, Jesse Dyson, and he's a 5'7" junior, and not even going to measure, and Northside holding Providence on 4th down, returning the favor after that's what Providence did to them, and so 2 inside runs for Providence, net a -1 and a 1 yard there, and so now Northside taking over their second possession with 4:10 to go. Same backfield as before, Hicks at quarterback and Braylon Clements in the back. And they've been basically the offense. There's been one pass to a wide receiver, but Hicks and Clements have done most of the rest of the offense. So going back to the first play, and that's a little bit too much. Kind of looked like the first play that they ran of the game where it's just going to be a little out there to Clements, but it almost looked like trying to get the wide receiver as well. Not sure, kind of went in between them. Either way, it's going to be 2nd down and 10 now from Northside. As we talked about, Northside not eligible for the playoffs the last few years. This is the first year that they're eligible to make the playoffs, and so they're in the region, and so far they've lost all their region games, so this is a very important game for them. Had motion, they don't call it, the ball tipped at the line there, an excellent play there by Christian Durden, number 5, who's getting his second game of action. Last year hurt his knee late in the season and then had a setback during the summer, was not able to play in the first few games. Last week getting his first action in the Elba game and playing nothing but defense right now. He's been an excellent offensive player in the past, but playing defense right now, and played safety the first few years of his career, now playing outside linebacker. So 4 wide receivers here for Northside, and Hicks just kind of moving. Nobody's open, throws it down the middle, almost intercepted, and nobody open with 4 wide receivers out in the coverage, and Chapel Stickler almost coming up with the interception here. Last time they were at home against New Brockton, he was able to haul in about a 67-yard interception, which he returned for a touchdown, and so fully capable once getting the ball, turning around and making that some offense. It was a holding penalty that was declined on Northside, and so that brings up a 4th down and 10, so we have the first punt of the game. So we've had a game that's had no scoring. We've had a lot of action so far. A kickoff that's been run back almost to the house. 2 4th down stops, one by each team, nearly an interception, and so lots of action here by these two teams kind of feeling each other out. Providence, by all means, most likely going to get the ball back here. Sometimes in these punch zone high school, you never know. Kind of a high snap, and it's a low kick, and just kind of bounces in. Northside really gets a good bounce on a punt that probably shouldn't have gone past the 40, goes all the way down to the 28-yard line. That's where Providence will take over with 3:39 to go in the first quarter. Let's go to the Scenic Cable YouTube channel, search Scenic Cable Network on YouTube, and you can bring up all kinds of games that are going on, have cameras at multiple games every week. But you can also watch all kinds of historical games. So if your uncle tells you how great he was in high school, you might be able to go back and find one of his games and see if he was good, or maybe he might have gotten better as the years gone on, which happens quite a bit. 3:39 to go. Providence second time out. First pass of the game for Providence going to be an inside little screen to Chapel Stickler. He's got a lot of real estate in front of him. Almost gets tackled without the first down, but gets it all the way up to the 50, so give him 22 yards. And he and Pittman connect on the first pass and get a first down. And they have a number of receptions between the two of them this year and touchdowns. Last week against Elba, accounting for the only touchdown in a 40-7 loss to the number one team in 1A. And that was just a simple screen that Stickler turned around, and Northside made a valiant effort to try to get him down. He was able to keep his footing and get up to about the 47-yard line. And Sims going to cut inside and maybe give him 2 yards, and it looked like he cut just a little too quickly there inside. If he'd have gone outside, looked like he might have had a little bit more of an opportunity, so that'll bring down a second down and 8. One of the things coming into the season that we heard is that Providence was going to have a few more design plays that we haven't seen over the years, and we have seen that this year. A little bit more passing, and Pittman over 400 yards passing, 5 passing touchdowns. He goes right outside the Stickler. Once again, he's got a blocker in front, makes a move, makes another move, and gets it down to about the 40-yard line. That's a first down. That's 10 yards between the two of them. Pittman to Stickler. That is working for them right now. And Providence on the move, just about where they were about 2 minutes ago when they were stopped on fourth down, so we can see if they can take this penetration just a little bit further. 2:18 to go in the first quarter. Both wide receivers out to the left. Sims in the backfield. Mims goes in motion. He's going to get it. Cuts up inside. Good hard running, and Northside able to stop him after about a 3-yard gain there. Looked like he had an opportunity for a little bit more yardage, but Northside was able to get in there and get him stopped. And that was Jalen Smith, a 5'10", 160-pound senior for Northside, who was able to stand Mims up after just a 3-yard gain. Looks like they're going to give him 4 yards on that. Mims in motion once again. It's a fake, and Pittman's going to keep it. He able to knock a couple of tacklers out of the way, but it looks like he's going to lose 1 yard, and that's going to bring up a third down and long. And obviously 4-down territory as we've seen. And Providence once again getting to this part of the field for the second time, and just like the first time, finding it difficult to get it inside the 30-yard line. Third down and 7. We have two tight ends into the game. Stickler goes in motion, and he's going to get it on a jet sweep and tries to get around the corner and needs to protect the ball there, and maybe got 2 yards. It's still going to bring up a 4th down and long. The defensive backs there for Northside able to make those tackles, and that was Tyler Quintero, who was able on the outside there to make that tackle and make this a very difficult 4th down. Not a lot of teams overcome 4th and long, and we'll see if Providence is able to do it. Mims goes in motion, turns upfield. It looks like it's going to try to be a pass just to him, but Pittman's got a guy wide open, throws it high, able to make the catch, though, at the 20-yard line. We'll have to check the number there. Excuse me there. Looks like that was Ebb Anderson that caught that one. That was an excellent 4th down there, overcoming it at about 12 yards. Setting up 1st and 10 for Providence at the 22-yard line. Pittman's going to roll out. He's going to go deep into the end zone. It's got a guy open, throws it just a little too hard there, and looked like he had Chapel Stickler. Was going to have to really kind of feather that in there. Not able to do that, so now it's 2nd down and 10. I want to say that's the end of the quarter. You just never know. The scoreboard says 11:56, but I'm pretty sure that was the end of the quarter. So Providence driving as we go to the second quarter. Currently the score is 0-0. We'll see if somebody can get on the board when we get back.
Your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
How does the bank make you feel at home?
It's actually looking forward to going inside a bank again, where there's a unique feeling of hospitality that's hard to find today, anywhere. It's where they know my name and they know what I need. It's just different than any other bank. Oh, and they even know my favorite kind of cookie.
Yep, that's how.
Personal attention and unexpected hospitality from River Bank and Trust. Experience it.
Lewis Smith Supply is dedicated to offering a vast collection of fixtures, faucets, and accessories for your kitchen and bath. Make your dreams a reality. Step into the area's only Kohler Premier showroom or see Delta's Brizo collection for the latest trends in kitchen and bathroom designs. Lewis Smith Supply offers an extensive line of plumbing supplies for contractors or do-it-yourselfers. For more inspiration, come visit one of our showrooms in Dothan or Enterprise.
Your family's health is vitally important to all of us here at Center Drugs and Enterprise in Daleville.
We provide personal service and answers to your questions because you're our neighbors.
It's so easy to become overwhelmed by what you read, see, or hear, and that's why Center Drugs is here to make things clear for you
And to make things as easy as possible. So give us a call or come by and see us.
at Center Drugs and Enterprise or in Daleville.
At Badcock Home Furniture and More, we're overflowing with sofas ready for delivery. So there was really only one thing to do. Have a super sofa sale! Hurry in to save up to 50% on stylish stationary sofas. Plus, save up to $1,000 on reclining sofas. And up to $900 on leather power sofas. All with no credit needed. Don't miss the super sofa sale happening now. Only at Badcock Home Furniture and More. Just right.
At Enterprise Paint and Industrial, we carry a full line of Benjamin Moore paints, along with automotive paints and accessories by Sherwin-Williams and ProSpray. You will find a great selection of power tools by Makita and many name brand air tools, accessories, woodworking equipment, and hardware. We are your factory authorized service center and full line repair shop for your electrical and air tools. Newly remodeled, locally owned and operated, Enterprise Paint and Industrial, more than a paint store.
Back here at Providence Christian High School, Mike Bridges on the call for you. The start of the second quarter, Providence on the move. Inside handoff to Kaiser Sims. He's able to get it just about 2 yards, bringing up a, I believe it's going to be a 3rd down and 8. Sims has had a number of carries tonight, and most of them just single digits. Northside's front, as you can see, they've got some pretty good size up front. He's able to hold the running game of Providence in check. Providence would really like to get that running game going. They are able to pass it, and that will open up that passing game a little bit. You kind of feel like here at 3rd down and 8, you're going to see them go to the air. So Pittman with a play action goes straight up, kind of looking to Mims. He's not there, so Pittman's going to keep it, and he threw it down. We'll have to see if he's over the line. Looked like he was over the line there. It was really, really close. He got it to Gabe Pemberton, but I'm pretty sure that he got just a step over the line of scrimmage. So it was a illegal participation or passing over the line of scrimmage, and that is a 5-yard penalty. So it brings up and loss it down. So it brings up a 4th down and 14, And Providence not looking to go for a field goal. Like I said, not many schools have field goal kickers that can kick it in a range of 40, 45 yards, especially at this level. So you see a lot more going for it on fourth down. So Providence going to call timeout here, and didn't like the way that they had set things up. So we'll take that timeout with them. 11:11 on the clock, and Providence with a big decision here. Fourth down and 14. We'll see what they do when we come back.
Thank you for helping Scenic Sports Network reach 100,000 views on our YouTube channel. Watching your favorite high school teams, football and basketball games from the past 20 years. How can you help our YouTube channel grow? Subscribe, it's free. Just go to YouTube and search for Scenic Sports Network and click on the subscribe and notification button. The more subscribers, the more content. Subscribe now. The Scenic Sports Network, thanks you. 100,000 times.
11:11 to go here in the second quarter at Providence Christian High School. Providence and Northside tied at 0. It is a fourth down in just about 15, 14, maybe 14 and a half. Providence third time now going for it on fourth down. They are 1-and-1 on fourth down. Pittman's going to roll out. It's got a guy in his face. He really hammers it down in a great play, almost an unbelievable play there by number 4. Calvin McClintock. He got himself into a position. Now it looks like they may call that out of bounds. So it was an unbelievable, really, play. McClintock looked like he was out of it, got himself in position, kind of like a basketball player, and got the defender behind him, caught it, so his foot must have been right there out of bounds. And like we have said in previous broadcasts, they don't have any kind of video replay to see whether he was out of bounds or not, but an excellent play. Pittman really cranked that up and threw it, put it on a line right at the corner. He wouldn't have scored, but would have been out at the 1-yard line. As it is, it just goes for a long incompletion. So Northside holds on fourth down. So Providence has turned the ball over now twice on fourth down. So running play where Providence is all over that play, and little to no gain there for looks like Jalen Smith trying to get that inside, and had a host of Providence players in there, and able to stop that one and bring up a second down and 10. So doing the broadcast by myself, so stick with me. Sometimes I can't get all the numbers here of the guys that make the plays on defense. Hicks going to throw just a quick out, and that is completed, and gets into a manageable third down now for Northside, and that ball was out to Tyler Quintero. So Quintero gets his second big play of the game, made a good defensive play, and now made a good offensive play there, gets an 8-yard catch, and brings up a third down. And at this point, if Northside doesn't get the third down, I'm pretty confident that they will punt it. Third down and 2. Hicks just going to go straight back, throws it to the outside, and that is caught, and it will be for a first down. The ball was fumbled, and it's picked up by Providence, cut inside, and gets it down to about the 25-yard line. And that is Calvin McClintock, who almost made a miraculous catch down at the 1-yard line, and was not able to do that. And so Colin Blackwell was able to get the first down, but as he did, he fought for it just a little bit and had the ball knocked out. McClintock picked it up in about a 12-yard return, and so now setting up Providence in excellent field position, first down and 10, somewhat where they were when they were stopped there on fourth down. So Providence with their third possession, and see what they can do. They've moved the ball pretty decently on the ground, and had a couple of passes that worked, most of those screen passes. So Pittman's going to go straight up and ran right into the teeth of the Northside defense. And once again, making the play is number 55, Jordan Sanford. That's the second or third play he's made, and that's kept Pittman there for no gain. Pittman looked like he had an opportunity there on that run as well, and had he cut inside or outside, but just unfortunately he took 2 steps and Sanford was right there and not able to shake him. And part of the difference is that Pittman is 154 pounds and Sanford is 210 pounds. Pittman with an inside handoff to Stickler, and Stickler kind of moves his way through, give him 5 yards on the carry. That brings up 3rd down and 5. And as we've talked about, this is most likely 4-down territory, so Providence, a couple of plays here to try to get the 1st down. This is the furthest into Northside territory that Providence has been tonight with 8:33 to go in the 2nd quarter. They've moved the ball good on the ground. They've had 1 pass play that really worked for the most part. That was a screen pass to Stickler. Stickler was open in the end zone in the 1st quarter. Pittman was not able to find him. And then the 4th down play where Pittman was able to get the ball down to McClintock, who stepped out as he tried to catch it. So an outside handoff, got a real opportunity here for Stickler. He gets the 1st down, gets it down to about the 11-yard line. It looked like he had an opportunity to maybe make more out of that and kind of slowed up, but gives Providence a new set of downs. 1st down at the 11. 10 yards on that carry, and really Pittman and Stickler are doing the damage here for Providence, and that might be a combination we might see here on a pass play as they hook up quite a few times this year through the air for touchdowns. Sims goes in motion. It's just a simple pitch out to him, see if he can get around the corner, gets to the 10, jumps inside. A really nice play there by Northside, and was able just to keep him to about a 3-yard gain, and that is Braylon Clements, who we've seen quite a bit, had that long kickoff return and has a couple of receptions tonight, makes a big play there, and holding Sims to just 3 yards. And it does make you wonder here. It is 3rd down. They can get a 1st down without scoring, but if they're not able to get too many more yards, would they kick a field goal? It is 2nd down, and 7. Pittman drops the ball, and it's an interesting play there that Northside guy goes over the top of him, but with his helmet on Pittman, the officials did a good job of not calling a penalty there, but it was very, very close. But what looked promising at 2nd down and about 7 has turned into 3rd down and 12. And like I said, with the clock running under 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go, would Providence try to kick a field goal on 4th down this deep in territory? Are they going to do 2 downs to try to get the touchdown or 1st down at the 1? So it's going to be an inside handoff to Sims, and once again, looks like he had an opportunity and just was not able to get around the corner there, because just got inside, had a little bit of daylight, and was met right there at the line. Trying to get a number there. It may have been Harrison Hicks, the quarterback. I'm not sure. Actually, I think that was Caleb Watkins who made that stop, and so brings up a 4th down and 6, 4th down and 11. Pittman's going to go back to pass and wants to go to the corner end zone. Going to go once again. It's got a guy open. There was holding. They're not going to call it, and so that is a really tough break there for Providence, as Stickler looks like he had just a little bit of an opportunity to go for that, was not able to get there, and looked like he was held. Looked like that was Jalen Smith, maybe. They grabbed a hold of Stickler's jersey, and the official right there didn't think it was enough to throw a flag. So for the 3rd time in the game, we've got a stop on 4th down. Twice now deep in Northside territory. Providence stopped on 4th down, and Northside taking over. Last time they had the ball, was not able to do much with it. So we have a penalty here, so Northside has had a number of pre-snap penalties. They have another one here, 1st down and 10 at the 11. So now they're going to turn around. We'll see if this goes down to the 6-yard line or if it goes half the distance. So it looks like it was actually offsides, even though they called illegal motion. It must have been offsides on Providence. I tell you, come to a game and you see all sorts of things and all sorts of confusing things on it. So a break for Northside. What looked like was illegal motion turns into a first down and 5 now, deep in their own territory at the 16-yard line. Going to go with a handoff right in the middle, and there is Providence able to stack up the runner and get him to little or no gain. And that was Christian Durden coming from his outside linebacker position. Ford Register was in there as well. And also Zuri Scott in there. Scott, a new player for Providence, transferring in this year and getting some game action there from the defensive tackle position. Second down and 5. There was no gain on that play. Hicks calling for the ball. It's just going to go straight down in there. There is Zuri. Has an opportunity, but Hicks is able to get away and gets the ball outside to Colin Blackwell and gets that ball at about the 20-yard line. So that's going to bring up a third down and 2. And Hicks just able to get away from Scott there, who came bursting through the line and made an excellent throw. You saw the good arm that Hicks has. And that's why it's not surprising that against Pike County earlier this year, he threw for over 300 yards. He's got a good arm, and when he has time, he's able to get the ball around the field. Third down and 2, 4.5 to go. Hicks is just going to go straight back, goes right over the middle. That's intercepted, going to be an easy touchdown. Harrison Mims, Hicks threw it right to him. He never saw him. Mims was able to pick it off at about the 23-yard line and just walk straight in. That's a dream play for anybody in football, and Providence needed a big play from the defense. They were able to get it from Mims, who has made a number of plays for them over the last couple of years, and Providence gets on the board first, 6-0. What we've seen from Northside, when they need a pass play, when it's third down, fourth down, they want to go for that square in. That's exactly what Hicks did. He hesitated for a second and then tried to throw it. Mims was just watching him the whole time and was able to just pick it off, and there was nobody between him and the goal line, about 22 yards. He goes in, and with 4:19 to go, Providence leads 7-0. And let's take a quick timeout on the CNET Cable Sports Network. The crowd still buzzing here at Providence Christian High School following that 22-yard interception return for a touchdown by Harrison Mims. And Providence kicking off and kind of a pooch kick a little bit and winding his way through once again. And I'm telling you, as a good kick returner, Braylon Clements knew where that one was going to come, and he got it at the 20, was able to bring it all the way back up to the 38. So most of this game, Northside has had good starting field position and just not able to do anything with it. Turned the ball over once and turned the ball over on downs one time, and then just now throwing that interception that was returned for the touchdown for the only score of the game. 7-0 Providence, leading with 4:10 to go in the first half. Hicks going straight back and just going to kind of throw a little bit of a screen through it a little bit high there. It was going to be kind of a what they call like the old smoke screen or something like that, and just threw it too high there, and Tyler Quintero not able to come down with it, and brings up a 2nd down and 10. And Northside has just been a little off tonight. If you're a fan, they have scored pretty decently throughout the year, and tonight just not able to put it together, making some mistakes and turnovers. Hicks straight back, a little bit of pressure from Providence, and he's just going to throw that ball away, and wanted to get the ball there to Colin Blackwell. Not quite sure why he didn't throw the ball to him, what he was seeing, but at that point it was a little bit too late, and Roman Banner had an opportunity to put some pressure on him, but had Hicks turned around, there was a whole host of Providence rushers coming. The entire defensive line was coming up on him as well. So Northside had some success early in the game moving the ball, and has had just very little success here the last couple of possessions. It is 3rd down and 10. Hicks just goes with an inside handoff and kind of tries to catch Providence there to see if they can get them thinking pass, and that was an inside handoff to Jalen Smith, and he went for just about 5 yards, but you'd have to think at this point with 3:40 to go and the game still very much in doubt for both teams that you're going to see a punt here. So Northside is in punt formation, and C.J. Sullivan is back for Providence. High snap, and the ball is blocked. And so the Northside player getting the ball, and if you've watched enough NFL football, you know at times if a ball is blocked like that and the offensive player gets it, sometimes they're able to turn around and that becomes the first down. So let's see what happens. So they are giving the ball to Providence. So Providence has made 2 good breaks here in the second quarter, late in the second quarter, getting an interception return for a touchdown from Harrison Mims, and then blocking the punt. And anything that went right for Northside in that first quarter has gone wrong here in the second quarter. They're only down 7-0, but you kind of feel like if Providence is to score here, it's really going to put Northside in the hole. So Pittman's going to go back to pass. He's going to go deep down. He's got Stickler wide open, and the ball was a little bit underthrown. The defensive player made a good play on the play. If the ball had been thrown earlier and further, Stickler would have had a 42-yard touchdown, but as it was, the ball was just a little underthrown, and that was also a situation to where Pittman couldn't plant himself. He kind of was throwing off his back foot, not quite enough arm strength to get that down the field. Jalen Smith on coverage, very, very close to grabbing him and very close to interfering, but it was not. And so right at the 3-minute mark, 2nd down and 10. Looks like we have a late flag. They called it illegal man downfield. And if you want to talk about a penalty that was called 20 minutes after the play, that was a situation where that happened. So both teams really not doing themselves favors on first down. We got Calvin McClintock in motion. He's going to go to the outside. He's got a good opportunity and kind of just picks his way down, but gets going to give him 11 yards, maybe 10 yards on that run. Exactly what Providence needed when it was a first down and 15, makes a 2nd down and 5. Earlier in the game, McClintock had a fumble recovery, so he's made a couple of splash plays for Providence tonight, and giving them a 2nd down and 5 with about under 3 minutes to go. So Providence plenty of time here. McClintock is going to get it once again, going to go inside, kind of picks his way, kind of did a little too much dancing, and going to end up losing a yard, and looked like he had an opportunity there. I think he turned up the field. I think what he thought he saw, but his feet going too like slow there. If he'd have just kind of put his foot in the ground and turned up, might have had an opportunity. Would have been better served to take that all the way down. Had some good blocking there, and Providence trying back-to-back McClintock plays. Gets a good one on the first one, not so good on the second one. Brings up 3rd down and 5. So it's going to be an inside trap. Got a real opportunity here, and Sims looked like he had a real opportunity to get through and get more of those yards, and not able to do that. And I'm telling you, for Northside, right now playing a great game is Braylon Clements on the defensive end. He stopped a very good opportunity that Providence may have scored on that play if Clements doesn't make the play. But give Sims, he'll take another crack at it and get just about 3 yards there coming off that 7-yard run that got a first down. So that's 11 carries now for Sims in the first half. Clock running now 1:30, and Providence has a very deliberate offense, not one that's got a lot of big plays in it. So I think at some point the clock's going to become a situation for Providence to see what they can do. They do have 2 timeouts, but they do need to probably have a little bit more quickness here. So Pittman's going to go up, has a man open, and then throws it out to Stickler at about the 26. Stickler goes inside, goes back outside, smartly gets out of bounds, and at about the 22-yard line, so give him 6 yards on that play. And Pittman trying to go just a little bit further down the field, and did not have if he wanted to take an opportunity, he had a guy down at the post, which is the middle of the field, and he could have led him and maybe had that opportunity. He didn't feel good about it. He did have his outlet there on Stickler, and now brings up 3rd down and 2, but he wisely steps out of bounds, can save the timeouts. I think Providence has 1 timeout, so they want to hold on to that one. So Sims in motion, going to go inside. That ball is loose. It's in the middle of the field. We have to see who's able to get on top of it. Might be Providence. Northside seemed to have no idea that it was on the floor. And so number 53 for Providence was able to get on top of that one, and that is Tyler Wilkes. Plays on the offensive line. Clock is running. It is 4th down and 1. Providence going to take the timeout with 39 seconds to go. We'll take that timeout with them. We'll all catch our breath here as things got a little hairy there on that last play. You're watching the Scenic Cable Sports Network. 4th down and 1 at the 21-yard line. Pittman's going to go back to pass. Going to go with a screen. It looks like to Mims. He's able to get that 1st down. We'll see if he got out of bounds. It says that he's not out of bounds, so Providence is going to have to go quickly. They don't have any timeouts. There's 30 seconds to go. They're going to have to clock it. Kind of seemed like they started the clock a little quick there. So Providence clocking it, lost about 5 seconds. It's okay, though. It is 1st down and 10 at the 17-yard line, and need to gather themselves here and go a little quicker. They've let about 40 seconds go off the clock here in the last 3 plays. So Providence not doing the clock drill as well as they could, but they're still in an opportunity here. 2nd down and 10 from the 17-yard line. No timeouts, and the clock will start with 25 seconds left. So Pittman straight back. He looks out to the corner. He's got a guy in the middle of the field. He's running it. He's most likely... He gets the 1st down. Very good run by Pittman. Able to get 11 yards there on the run, get out of bounds, and get a little bit closer now with 16 seconds. You feel like you have at least a couple of plays. As we've talked about before, Providence has not kicked a lot of field goals this year, so not sure if they would go for a field goal here. But it is 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Pittman looking in the corner. Just wings it right over, and nobody really home there as well, and trying to get that over to Ebb Anderson, and Anderson didn't run the crispest of routes there, and was behind the defender, and it looks like Providence is going to try to kick the field goal here. With 11 seconds to go, they don't want to chance anything, and might be able to get one more play if it's a quick hitter, but they're choosing to try to go for the field goal here. Snapback's good. Kick is up long enough. It is good with 6 seconds to go. Providence able to take advantage here and get a field goal to go up 2 scores, 10-0 in the first half. I believe that may be Providence's first field goal of the season, and so congratulations there to Leighton Hagler as he is taking over the kicking duties this year, and he's able to get that first field goal. And I would say the field goal was about 23, 24 yards. So congratulations to him. He's on the board with a field goal, 10-0. And at this point, Providence most likely just going to do a little bit of a squib kick. And Northside, which was promising to start the game, had a kickoff that went all the way back down to the Providence 48, overcame a 3rd and long to get a 1st down deep in Providence territory, not able to do anything, stopped on 4th down, and from there on out has not really done a whole lot. Fumbled it. Providence was not able to do anything with it. Next time out, 2 plays later, Providence able to get an interception, take it in for a touchdown. That's the only touchdown we have of the first half, and we just had the field goal just now. And so Hagler kicks it straight up, and that's an awesome catch. I mean, that's like an underrated catch there. The ball came straight to number 75. Let's check the name there. We want to let him know. Ross Overby took that one right in the breadbasket and was able to hold on to it. And Northside most likely going to kneel. But I've said that before. And teams have been able to get a really big gain or even a touchdown on the last play of a half because they keep it going. Northside's running players in and out here, and that is number 18, Caleb Watkins, who is one of their better skill players. So Hicks is just going to go back to pass. He's really going to try to wing it down the field. He's under enormous pressure. He's able to get away from a second tackler, but he's not going to be able to have any opportunity to throw the ball. So excellent for Providence, able to get some pressure on him. Gabe Pemberton was able to really just disrupt the play, and whatever they hoped to do there, not able to do. So we go to halftime with Providence leading 10-0, a defensive touchdown and a late field goal. And we'll come back for the second half and all the action here from Providence Christian High School and Dothan High School football on a Thursday night. We'll see you back here in a little bit on the Scenic Cable Sports Network.
Your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Lewis Smith Supply is dedicated to offering a vast collection of fixtures, faucets, and accessories for your kitchen and bath. Make your dreams a reality. Step into the area's only Kohler Premier Showroom or see Delta's Brizo collection for the latest trends in kitchen and bathroom designs. Lewis Smith Supply offers an extensive line of plumbing supplies for contractors or do-it-yourselfers. For more inspiration, come visit one of our showrooms in Dothan or Enterprise.
Welcome to Briars Warren Drug Company, your hometown pharmacy in downtown Enterprise. If you haven't visited lately, please do. You'll see some old friends and meet some new friends too. We know you're busy and we can help by getting you in and out in no time at all. If you need a vaccination, you can get it done right here in the pharmacy. We're here to help you in any way we can because that's what good neighbors do. Briars Warren Drug Company in downtown Enterprise. You can count on us.
At Badcock Home Furniture and More, we're overflowing with sofas ready for delivery. So there was really only one thing to do. Have a super sofa sale. Hurry in to save up to 50% on stylish stationary sofas. Plus, save up to $1,000 on reclining sofas. And up to $900 on leather power sofas. All with no credit needed. Don't miss the super sofa sale happening now. Only at Badcock Home Furniture and More. Just right.
How does the bank make you feel at home?
It's actually looking forward to going inside a bank again, where there's a unique feeling of hospitality that's hard to find today, anywhere. It's where they know my name and they know what I need. It's just different than any other bank. Oh, and they even know my favorite kind of cookie.
Yep, that's how.
Personal attention and unexpected hospitality from River Bank and Trust. Experience it.
The second half at Providence Christian High School about to get underway. I'm Mike Bridges. Thanks for joining us and watching this Dothan area clash between two and three teams. Kind of a mouthful there. Two and three teams trying to stay alive in the region. Providence with a big second quarter to take a 10-0 lead and getting the ball here to start the second half, and Northside just kind of pooching it down. We've got a pretty decent run here going upwards to about the 36-yard line. So that was a very good run there to start the half there, and that was Ford Register able to get that ball. Almost spun out for a little bit bigger gain there. Providence going to start the second half at about the 37-yard line. It wasn't the best offensive half for both teams. Northside had a little bit of success early in the first quarter and really had no success, turned the ball over twice in the second quarter. Providence kind of a slow start, stopped on fourth down a couple of times, able to get more offense going here later into the second half. So here's kind of an inside handoff, picking his way through and getting up to just about the 46-yard line, and that's Chappell Stickler, who had a pretty good first half as well, and give him 8 yards on that run. He had unofficially here, as I try to keep stats as I do the game as well, 38 yards, receiving 23 yards. A couple of times he had 23 yards on the ground, give him 8 there. A couple of times looked like he could have had even bigger gain. So here we go, inside handoff once again, and churning, and it's going to be very, very close there to a first down, and we'll see if Stickler was able to get that as well. And he's had a big night. A couple times was open, just not able to get the pass out to him, and one time was open in the end zone, and Pittman was not able to get the ball there. So give him the first down, so give him 2 yards and 2 plays, 10 yards for Stickler, and Providence able to move the chains. Providence not a lot of offense, even though they had the ball for a long period of time. Just about a little over 100 yards of total offense unofficially there in the first half. More importantly, they held Northside to little or no yards. So go straight up the gut this time, and by far the best run of the night for Kaiser Sims. And he had 22 yards. He's getting just about 2 yards per carry before that run, and give him 7 there, and that ties his best run of the night. At 7 yards, he has a lot of smaller gains to kind of keep everything moving. But Providence now in Northside territory. Northside looked like they might be in control of the game early in the first quarter when they overcame a 3rd and long, but turned the ball over on downs. And then in the second quarter, fumbled the ball, and then the next time had an interception return for a touchdown, and stopped 2 drives there, and then ended the half basically trying to throw the ball and were not able to and run out of bounds. So there's Stickler once again with that inside handoff and give him 3 yards and a first down, and Providence able to put a couple of first downs together and leading 10-0. They want kind of a deliberate drive here. If they're able to get a touchdown and go up 17-0, it's going to be very, very difficult for Northside to come back unless they've been able to figure out something here at halftime. Here we go, one more time, going to go on the outside. Stickler trying to make it happen and just cannot happen, and that was an excellent tackle there by number 6, Jaden Watkins, and just able to handle Stickler, and Stickler looked like he might have the corner, but was not able to do that, and Watkins with a very good tackle. Watkins has had a couple of good games on the offensive side, and here keeping that to a short gain, so making it 2nd down and 8. The ball resting at the 42-yard line. Providence keeping it on the ground, and Pittman not having a lot of success through the air, but he's got a guy open, gets it to the outside, and gets it a big gain here, and that looks like it's out there to Calvin McClintock, and takes that ball from the 42 all the way down to about the 26, so give him 16 yards on that play, and that is the second best pass of the night. The 22-yard screen to Stickler in the first half was the longest pass play and longest play of the night for either team. And Providence now got 3 first downs on this drive and has used a lot of clock. First down at the 26. Going to be just a little short, quick out here to Kaiser Sims, and once again he can't quite get to the corner, and maybe give him a half yard, and the statistics will give him a yard. That was just about a half yard, but that's another instance where Sims has the ball. He's carrying the ball in his right hand. Probably would be better to get it in his left hand so he can have a little bit more of an athletic move, and just not able to do that north side on top of it. So a couple times it looks like there's been some opportunities on the outside, and Providence has moved inside a little too quick, and this is an instance where they couldn't quite get it to the outside. So Northside doing what they can to stay in this one, but Providence just little by little chopping down the tree. So Ford Register getting an opportunity at tailback, and takes it 5 yards down to the 19-yard line, and we have seen him right there earlier take the kickoff and kind of pinball his way up and start this drive at the 38-yard line. He stays in as Sims goes out for a rest. 3rd down and 4. And so kind of a fake inside handoff and then give it to Register, and he'll go 3 more yards here. And so now, once again, it feels like every drive is a 4th down for both teams. So we've got a 4th down and 1 at the 21-yard line. Clock now under 7 minutes, so if Northside wants to stay in this game, they really need to make a defensive play here. They've had at least 3 times stopped them on 4th down, so they have made plays when it's 4th and short. See if they can come up and do it again. It's going to go straight to Register, and a great surge by the offensive line. Gets the ball inside the 15-yard line, take it down to the 14, give Register 2 more yards on that play, and give them a 1st down, and Providence keeps that clock running. And like we said, at 10-0, if this gets to 17-0, Northside's going to have a really big hill to climb. Providence doing exactly what you want to do too. If you can keep it on the ground, you keep the clock running and churn out those 1st downs. 4 1st downs on this drive alone. Inside handoff, following his blockers is Calvin McClintock. He gets stood up after just about a 2-yard gain there, and on the tackle there was Jalen Smith and a couple of other Northsiders. That's a 2-yard gain, but it just keeps that clock rolling. And as we talked about, that if they're going to keep the clock rolling like that, that plays right into Providence's hands. Register still in. He goes in motion. Looks like we have either motion and the Providence player beating the ground, so I believe that he knows that it is on him. And that was Michael Shivers. Looked like he moved a little bit early. So both teams have not helped themselves with penalties. Northside, despite having a couple of good drives, started behind the chains, and once was able to overcome it. Another time was not, fumbled when they had to make a play when it was 3rd and long. And this is an opportunity now that wasn't bad at 2nd down and 8. Now it's 2nd down and 13. Pittman's going to pass, and I've got a guy wide open and just can't hit Stickler, who kind of ran a little cross pattern. There was nobody there. Pittman threw it probably just a little bit quick, but had a guy wide open, and goes from 2nd down and 13 to 3rd and 13, and that was a sure touchdown. So Pittman has not been quite as accurate tonight as we've seen him in the past. His best play of the night was a throw down to McClintock at the 1-yard line, who was ruled out at the 1, and really threw that down. That was about a 27-yard pass, and best pass of the night, but will not count. It'll look good in the film on Monday, though. And so here is Stickler trying to get around the corner, and he is hauled down and thrown down, kind of hog-tied there at about the 11-yard line. So give him 6 yards, and he's had a lot of work here to start the second half, and brings down a 4th down. What looked like could have been 4th and manageable is now 4th down and 8. Providence kicked the field goal to end the first half, but not going to do that here. Going to go for it on 4th down. Has been stopped twice deep inside Northside territory on 4th down plays. Mims goes in motion. Pittman's going to pass. He's got Mims open, doesn't want to go with him, and throws it down to the corner of the end zone. And one of those opportunities there where I think if Pittman looks at that again, he's going to see that Gabe Pemberton was going right across the middle. Would have been, might have been a 1st down, but had a real opportunity. If not a 1st down, would have been really close. Could have also turned into a touchdown. He tried to do the riskier throw into the corner, very similar to what he did to McClintock. That didn't work. That didn't work either. And so after a drive that was 7.5 minutes, stalls once again deep in their own territory. So Northside still alive, 4.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, down 10-0. Hicks still the quarterback. He's going to hand it on the inside. We've got a little bit of a play, and able to spin out 2 or 3 times, makes a couple of extra yards there, and that is Jalen Smith doing his best to grind out as many yards as he can. And as we talked about at the first here, Northside had a couple of decent drives in the first quarter, really did next to nothing in the second quarter, turning the ball over, getting a decent pass play that then ended up being a fumble, and then through an interception, which is The only touchdown of the game, Harrison Mims able to go 22 yards for that score. So just a quick little toss. That's not going to go anywhere. A host of tacklers for Providence. That's going to be a loss of 4 yards, going to bring up 3rd down and 10. And any success that Northside had in that first quarter is completely gone here. Everything that they're trying to do just is not working. But you have to credit the Providence defense able to shut them down. When you look at Providence's defense and the 2 wins that they have this year against Ashford and New Brockton, they only giving up 7 points a game. Hicks has got a man wide open in the middle of the field, and that's a good throw there, and able to get it up to the 40, kind of spinning around, and is thrown down, but that is a huge gain. Hicks with a really good arm there, throwing that from the 14, gets that out to Jaden Watkins, who had a big night last time out with 71 yards and a touchdown, gets a big play here of 26 yards, sets up Northside with a first down, but we do have a Providence player down, and so let's take a break. In the third quarter here, Providence leading 10-0, 3:10 to go. You're watching the Scenic Cable Sports Network.
Thank you for helping Scenic Sports Network reach 100,000 views on our YouTube channel. Watching your favorite high school teams, football and basketball games from the past 20 years. How can you help our YouTube channel grow? Subscribe, it's free. Just go to YouTube and search for Scenic Sports Network and click on the subscribe and notification button. The more subscribers, the more content. Subscribe now. The Scenic Sports Network, thanks you. 100,000 times.
Your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
How does the bank make you feel at home?
It's actually looking forward to going inside a bank again, where there's a unique feeling of hospitality that's hard to find today, anywhere. It's where they know my name and they know what I need. It's just different than any other bank. Oh, and they even know my favorite kind of cookie.
Yep, that's how.
Personal attention and unexpected hospitality from River Bank and Trust. Experience it.
Lewis Smith Supply is dedicated to offering a vast collection of fixtures, faucets, and accessories for your kitchen and bath. Make your dreams a reality. Step into the area's only Kohler Premier showroom or see Delta's Brizo collection for the latest trends in kitchen and bathroom designs. Lewis Smith Supply offers an extensive line of plumbing supplies for contractors or do-it-yourselfers. For more inspiration, come visit one of our showrooms in Dothan or Enterprise.
Your family's health is vitally important to all of us here at Center Drugs and Enterprise in Daleville.
We provide personal service and answers to your questions because you're our neighbors.
It's so easy to become overwhelmed by what you read, see, or hear, and that's why Center Drugs is here to make things clear for you
and to make things as easy as possible. So give us a call or come by and see us
at Center Drugs in Enterprise or in Daleville.
At Badcock Home Furniture and More, we're overflowing with sofas ready for delivery. So there was really only one thing to do. Have a super sofa sale! Hurry in to save up to 50% on stylish stationary sofas, plus save up to $1,000 on reclining sofas, and up to $900 on leather power sofas, all with no credit needed. Don't miss the super sofa sale happening now, only at Badcock Home Furniture and More. Just right.
At Enterprise Paint and Industrial, we carry a full line of Benjamin Moore paints, along with automotive paints and accessories by Sherwin-Williams and Pro Spray. You will find a great selection of power tools by Makita and many name brand air tools, accessories, woodworking equipment, and hardware. We are your factory authorized service center and full line repair shop for your electrical and air tools. Newly remodeled, locally owned and operated, Enterprise Paint and Industrial, more than a paint store.
Welcome back to Thursday night football here at Providence Christian High School, starting the fourth quarter. Mike Bridges, thanks for being here with me tonight. And I'm flying solo, so doing my best to try to get some of the players and things like that are going. As we start the fourth quarter, Providence leading 10-7, and that's a handoff to Harrison Mims and give him 12 yards on that carry. He did not carry the ball at all in the third quarter and had 11 yards in the first half, but he had the biggest play of the game to this point, a 22-yard interception return for a touchdown, the first score in this game. And right now, he's helping to make the difference as Providence is now clinging to a 10-7 lead. They were totally in control of the game late into the third quarter, but they were stopped on a fourth down at the 12-yard line and turned around that Northside was able to take the ball down the field. There's a little confusion here as we start the fourth quarter, and Providence going to call a timeout here, and could not get the play in, could not get set up, and so going to talk about it here. What seemed like a controlled game by Providence has now got just a little bit more nervous. And so let's take a break with the guys, and we'll be back here for more of the fourth quarter. You're watching the Scenic Cable Sports Network. 11:29 to go in the fourth quarter. Providence having to take a timeout. Looked like that they had only 10 men on the field and could not get another offensive lineman out there. So following a 12-yard gain by Harrison Mims, it is first down and 10. Providence at the 30-yard line. This is a big drive for Providence. Pittman going to throw it back to Stickler. He's going to get it behind the line, uses his speed to get up, get the first down, get out of bounds, but get it up to about the 41-yard line. So that's another first down. Providence, which did not score in the third quarter, putting together a couple of first downs here and exactly what they need. They really need to keep controlling the clock here and keep the ball away from Northside. At the 41-yard line, and you have two Providence players run into each other. Harrison Mims with the ball, but the play's totally disrupted as the two players run into each other. Ford Register playing tailback, has not played all year at tailback, and may have played a couple of games. This is the first time at home that he's played tailback, and that could have been a situation where he's not 100% sure where to go. So the promising drive here of the second first down now puts Providence behind the chains, negative 3 yards here. So it is second down and 13. Kaiser Sims has come back in to play running back. Got two receivers on the right. Pittman not had a lot of success throwing it, but is going to give it to Sims. Sims has a real opportunity, cuts up, and looked like if he could just get past the tackler, he might have an opportunity to take that to the house. Most importantly, give him 10 yards on that carry, by far his best carry of the night. And I'm going to tell you, folks, if you go back and watch this, Braylon Clements makes a great tackle there, probably his third touchdown-saving tackle of the night for Northside. If Northside were to come back and win this game, Clement deserves a game ball because he really has played well defensively tonight. Third down and 4. Mims in motion. He's going to get it, try to cut up inside and try to spins his way. Not going to be enough for the first down. And a host of Northside tacklers there able to get in there. And we'll call number 60 tonight. First time we've called Tanner Strickland. And he was there among 3 or 4 other guys. And now decision time for Providence, nursing a 10-7 lead, 9 minutes to go, fourth down and 1 at midfield, and no hesitation, going to go right there for it. If they don't make it, excellent field position for Northside. So Sims is going to get the ball, got a blocker outside. He's going to get the first down easy, able to turn the corner, one of the rare times tonight, makes a couple of moves, loses it, looks like his helmet. Somebody lost their helmet, but a great run by Sims, able to pick up, looks like 25 yards, his best run of the night by far. And fourth down play, Providence keeps the chains moving, keeps the ball, and puts themselves deep into Northside territory. It was a Northside player that lost his helmet. He's okay. He's got to put his helmet back on and has to sit out a play here. So the clock's still moving, under 9 minutes to go. Providence with a 3-point lead. Now had 3 or 4 first downs on this drive, and that has really been helpful. So once again, it was going to be Mims going to try that play just to the right side, and we do have a flag. So it was before the play. it's a false start, and so we've said it all night. Each time, each team seems to have a little bit of success. They really shoot themselves in the foot here by getting some penalties, and this is the third drive, promising drive by Providence, which has started out way behind the chains. Same things happen in Northside, so we'll see if they can overcome it. First down and 15 at the 24-yard line. Make it the 29-yard line. Sims in at running back. He gets the ball, going to try the left side, has a real hole, once again he carries a host of players down to about the it's going to be inside at the 9-yard line, and when he made the corner, it looked like he had an opportunity to really take it down the field, and just had a Northside player that was hanging on for dear life, and only able to get him down. Now let's see where they spot it. Looks like they spot it at the 14-yard line, so Sims with a big run there, 10 yards. He's really running hard here in the fourth quarter, and in the first half had about 22 yards rushing, but it was a lot of small gains. He had a lot of carries, but only 2 or 3 yards. Second half here, he's had a 7-yard run, 10-yard run, 25-yard run, 12-yard run. So really come alive here in the fourth quarter when Providence has needed him. Keeps the clock moving, keeps the chains moving. Second down and 9. Mims in motion. He's just going to get it out to the left side, and Northside looked like they had it defensed pretty well, and just not able to come up with the tackle there in the backfield. And a real opportunity for Jalen Smith, who's had a good game defensively, but he couldn't get Mims down. Mims gets it now down inside the 10 at the 9-yard line, and so it's going to be third down and about 5. So Mims, who looked like he had an opportunity for more yards there, only give him 2. So credit Northside with really keeping that. Could have been a bigger play. So Sims going to get it, kind of a delayed draw, dragging players once again. Something we haven't seen tonight is the dragging of the players, so Providence still fresh here in the fourth quarter. Northside been on the field a lot here in the second, third, and fourth quarters, and that might be catching up with them a little bit here. So Providence for their 100th fourth down play of the night. It is 4th down and 2. If they were to kick a field goal, Northside could still win the game with a touchdown and an extra point. So Providence going to go for it. 4th down here at about the 5-yard line, 4.5. So Providence calls a timeout. This is a very big play. As we know, 6 minutes to go. Providence leading 10-7, 4th down and 2. If they are to get it, they have control inside the 5-yard line. If not, they turn the ball over. And last time out, Northside went right down the field, had almost a 50-yard touchdown on a screen play. So let's jump out the timeout here. 6:19 to go, and it is Providence leading 10-7. We'll be back. You're watching the Scenic Cable Sports Network.
Your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
At Badcock Home Furniture and More, we're overflowing with sofas ready for delivery. So there was really only one thing to do. Have a super sofa sale. Hurry in to save up to 50% on stylish stationary sofas. Plus, save up to $1,000 on reclining sofas. And up to $900 on leather power sofas. All with no credit needed. Don't miss the Super Sofa Sale happening now. Only at Badcock Home Furniture and More. Just right.
Welcome to Briars Warren Drug Company, your hometown pharmacy in downtown Enterprise. If you haven't visited lately, please do. You'll see some old friends and meet some new friends too. We know you're busy, and we can help by getting you in and out in no time at all. If you need a vaccination, you can get it done right here in the pharmacy. We're here to help you in any way we can because that's what good neighbors do. Briars Warren Drug Company in downtown Enterprise. You can count on us.
How does the bank make you feel at home?
It's actually looking forward to going inside a bank again, where there's a unique feeling of hospitality that's hard to find today, anywhere. It's where they know my name and they know what I need. It's just different than any other bank. Oh, and they even know my favorite kind of cookie.
Yep, that's how.
Personal attention and unexpected hospitality from River Bank and Trust. Experience it.
Lewis Smith Supply is dedicated to offering a vast collection of fixtures, faucets, and accessories for your kitchen and bath. Make your dreams a reality. Step into the area's only Kohler Premier showroom or see Delta's Brizo collection for the latest trends in kitchen and bathroom designs. Lewis Smith Supply offers an extensive line of plumbing supplies for contractors or do-it-yourselfers. For more inspiration, come visit one of our showrooms in Dothan or Enterprise.
Fourth down and 2. We've had a number of fourth down plays tonight, but this is by far the biggest. Providence looking to take control of the game once again. Ford Register is in at tailback. Providence almost looking like they're trying to see if Northside will get offsides here. Motion, inside handoff to Register. He goes straight up the gut. This is going to be close. Looked like he got about 1 yard. Interesting that they would take Sims, who has 50 yards in the second half, out of the game, putting Register in. He's a little bit bigger back, inexperienced. So they are going to measure, and it could not be any further away from me. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But he did not get very much on it. So this is the biggest play of the game. This is the biggest spot of the game. So Providence was not able to get the first down there, missed it by a yard. They needed 2 yards, 1 3/4 yards, something like that, if we really want to get into the minutia of it. But they tried the handoff to Register. He was only able to get about 1 yard. And tonight he's had 4 or 5 carries for very short yardage. Sims had been really getting chunks of yards. They chose to go with Register instead of Sims. Northside has had the ball 1 time. There's 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They've had the ball 1 time here in the second half, but they made good, driving the length of the field, 85 yards, got a touchdown on a screen. So they spread Providence out here and just going to go with a handoff. Got a big hole inside and able to get great yardage up to about the 12-yard line, 13-yard line. So take the ball from the 5-yard line all the way up to the 13, give some breathing room. And as we had said, that not a lot of offense from Northside in that first half of the first couple of drives, but they really have come alive offensively here, spreading Providence out and making it a little bit harder for Providence to make some of those tackles. So once again, inside handoff, spinning, getting the first down, and so 2 straight drives here for Northside has been able to give them a little bit of breathing room, and that is Jalen. Let me see here. As I said, it could not be any further away from me. So yeah, that is Jalen Smith, who had 2 runs there. So give him just about 13 yards on 2 carries, and now Northside's out at the 20-yard line. So give him 15 yards on the 2 carries. So we got 3 receivers to the right. And so going to go with a screen pass inside, not a very good throw and set up, but I'm not real sure that would have had a real opportunity to do something. A lot of times when you have 3 receivers on one side, typically what you try to do is throw that screen pass where the 2 receivers will block and 1 receiver will come back and get it. Providence was able to read that, and I'm assuming they gave him the catch. It was really hard to see there, but second down 11. Hicks has really been held in check for the most part outside of that 1 play. And this is another play here for Providence. Inside, we've called his name a number of times, Zuri Scott, able to come from the defensive tackle and get in the backfield there and make that play. And they're going to make it a 1-yard loss, but was a very, very big loss, and makes it 3rd down and 11. The Providence defense, when they've needed it, has come up here big after that quick first down. So Northside players really making sure that the guys know what the play is. So it's just going to be a straight pass over the middle, and it's 3rd down 11. See, they give him the catch. They do. There was like it quickly. Well, it's a good spot because it seemed like he got the ball and kind of bounced there, but it's a good spot up to the 30-yard line. And so Hicks was able to get the 10-yard pass there to keep the sticks moving, and that would have been an interesting decision with under 5 minutes to go. Had Northside gone for it, they don't have to worry about that. So now another handoff. They've had a lot of success with this handoff, spreading out Providence and then running the ball on the inside. A host of Providence tacklers getting the tackle there, but the worst part about that is that's about 8 or 9 yards down the field. So that was an inside handoff there to Jaden Watkins, and he was the one that had the long touchdown pass on a screen pass, 48 yards. And 3:43 to go. You feel like that this may be Northside's only opportunity. They seem a little disorganized coming out. They weren't sure. It didn't look like if everybody knew what the play is. They got plenty of time on the play clock. So Hicks is going to go back. He's got 2 guys on the right that he's looking for. Nobody's open, running it around, and he just throws the ball. It's past the line of scrimmage. He's outside the tackle box. And so there was a lot of discombobulation there. Not only was Providence lined up, it sounded like wrong. 2 receivers for Northside went down, kind of ran somewhat of the same route, and Hicks not able to throw the pass, and so smartly throws it away. Stops the clock with 3:18 to go. As we said, this is Northside's only second possession of the second half. Started the second half down 10-0. Made good on their first opportunity in the second half, taking it down, and you feel like this may be their only opportunity here in the second half. And so once again, trying to bounce it outside, not getting anywhere, maybe 2 yards there, and credit Providence, able to get that tackle. That could have been a lot more, and that looked like Roman Banner, who's had an excellent defensive series here in the second half. So Northside going quickly here on 4th down. It's 4th and 1. Going to go inside. Got the first down. Everybody was a little discombobulated there, but Jaden Watkins able to get the ball over, get the first down, and the game has really gotten exciting here as we've gone under 3 minutes. Not quite sure what the officials are talking about. I don't see a flag anywhere. Northside got the first down. It looks like illegal participation on Providence, and that was the whole reason that Northside wanted to do that the way that they did. They haven't done it all night. Not one time did they run to the line, but they did that time. Providence, not sure if they were trying to substitute or not, but they were not lined up, not sure what to do, and they had too many men on the field. So the officials having all kinds of trouble here. He said illegal participation on Northside. Now it's illegal participation on Providence side. That's going to be declined because they got the first down. So Northside living by their fingernails here, keeping the drive going. It was 4th and 1, and they got 2 yards. So 1st down and 10. Going to run it once again. There is some daylight. Can he get to the corner? A real opportunity here for Northside. Gets out of bounds, and that is, let's see, that is Jalen Smith there, able to get a nice gain all the way down to the 37-yard line for Providence. So 25-yard run there for Jalen Smith, who had not had much success in the first half, but up over 40 yards here in the second half. Got out of bounds, 2:41 to go. Down 3, Northside driving. Another handoff. So despite having Providence spread out, they're trying to spread them out to make it a little bit easier to run inside, and that is Braylon Clement, who's had a lot of opportunities on both sides of the ball tonight, made a lot of plays, and has had a really, really good game. Give him 5 yards, 4 yards there. And Northside, so clock's winding down to about 2 minutes to go. Northside at a 2nd down and 6. Going to try Clements here to the outside. He does get to the corner, has a real opportunity, gets all the way through, going to go in for the touchdown, 33 yards. Miraculously, Northside has come back to take the lead, 13-10. Clement tried the left side earlier, 25-yard run for Jalen Smith. Clement had a little bit of a run, and then he went there and just went to the right side, able to cut back inside, go 33 yards for the touchdown. The biggest run of the game. Northside looking to add the extra point to go up 14-10. It's a strong kick, and it is good. And with 1:59 to go in the second half, Northside has had 2 possessions and has gone the length of the field on both. 85 yards on the first one, 95 yards on the second one. So 180 yards of total offense in the second half when they barely had 70 yards in the first half. So whatever adjustments they came up with in the second half certainly worked. From our novice eye, it looked like what they wanted to do more than anything is spread out Providence and then run the ball on the inside, keeping the outside linebackers from being able to be compacted into the box there. And on that possession, almost exclusively running it. They had a couple of pass plays, but more than anything, just ran the ball there. And Providence now has 2 minutes to try to drive the field and win the game. They have to get a touchdown, and a field goal will not help them. So Calvin McClintock will be back for Providence. He had a good return earlier. They need a good return here. From the Northside perspective, they want to hope that Providence is not able to bring it back very far. So it is a kick deep. There is a stoppage, not sure what that is. I got to be honest with you. Everybody was lined up. He kicked the ball, and as he kicked it, they blew the whistle. Didn't say anything, and making him kick again. So something being said to the kicker there. So we'll see. Last time out, he kicked it deep. So we'll see if whatever Colin Blackwell said to the kicker here. Let's see if it's something that he does. Fitzpatrick Carter is kicking it, does the exact same thing, except kicks it out of bounds, which is exactly what you do not want with 2 minutes to go, giving Providence the ball in a better position than what they would have done further down. So let's see where Providence starts. Their passing game has not been on tonight. And in previous games, they've passed it a little better than they have tonight. Their screen game has been pretty good, but any kind of pass right straight down the field has not really worked for them. So it looks like it's a 5-yard penalty, so it looks like that they're going to have Northside kick it again. Whatever Colin Blackwell said to Fitzpatrick before he kicked it, Northside should ask him not to say whatever he said again, because that caused him to kick it out of bounds. So he's going to kick it from the 35, and Providence has switched things up just a little bit, and they have put Chapel Stickler back now to return. And he's one of the fastest guys on the team, so if he gets a chance to return it, he has some speed, and he might be able to get them a better opportunity here. So Thursday night football having a thriller here at Providence, and they boot it down the field, goes to Stickler. He has an opportunity here at the 25-30. He's got a host of blockers. Oh, he had a little bit of a crease, not able to get through, just kind of got tripped. Might have even been by his own player, but he does get the ball up to the 38-yard lines where Providence will start 1st and 10, 1:51 to go, needing a touchdown to win the game. Let's see what Providence comes up with here. So Kaiser Sims is back in. We have 4 wide receivers. We haven't seen much of a 4 wide receiver set tonight. Pittman's going to go back to pass, looking at the right side, just going to go straight down the field. A little bit of hand fighting, almost a good catch there. Ebb Anderson had an opportunity, had it in his hands. There was a little bit of hand fighting there with Jaden Watkins. Couldn't come up with the reception. And would Providence like to have that one? That would have got the ball down to about the 30-yard line. And I think when Anderson thinks about that later tonight, thinks about how, man, that could have changed the game. Providence staying with the 4 wide receiver set, and Sims. Pittman's going to go back under a little bit of pressure and just throws it down the field. And I'm not sure if Anderson ran the right route or if he just threw it a little bit hard there. But 1:41 to go and needing a touchdown. 2 straight plays. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down and 10. Obviously, they're going to go for 2 downs here. Pittman coming back on. Plenty of time on the play clock. But Providence needs some positive yards here. Wouldn't even be surprised if they ran it just to see if they could get a few yards so it's not a 4th down and 10. They are not. Pittman's going to go back to pass. Looks like he's going to try to go deep. And he's got a man open. And an awesome catch, a great catch down there by Calvin McClintock. So when they needed a big play, McClintock has come through for them. And that was a play of just about, let's see if we can do the quick math on that. That was just about 39 yards. So the best play of the night. And McClintock comes up big, makes the catch that Anderson almost made 2 plays earlier. So Providence in control here at the 24-yard line. So Pittman going straight back. Looks, he's got a man wide open in the end zone. Can he hit him? No. He's not able to get Stickler. Stickler, there was nobody within 7 yards of him, and Pittman just put too much on it and not able to get that touchdown. Northside, after giving up that long pass and then a wide open player in the end zone, going to call timeout here to see if they can get the defense back on the track. 1:28 to go, 2nd down and 10. We'll take that quick timeout with them on the Scenic Cable Sports Network.
Thank you for helping Scenic Sports Network reach 100,000 views on our YouTube channel. Watching your favorite high school teams, football and basketball games from the past 20 years. How can you help our YouTube channel grow? Subscribe, it's free. Just go to YouTube and search for Scenic Sports Network and click on the subscribe and notification button. The more subscribers, the more content. Subscribe now. The Scenic Sports Network thanks you 100,000 times.
Leading Providence in business at the 24-yard line, 2nd down and 10. Interesting that Northside last week lost 16-15, and see if it could happen again tonight. Pittman rolling out, has a player open in the end zone. Let's see if he caught it. Touchdown! Chapel Stickler once again. Pittman, what may be the best play he's made in his high school career, moves to his left, gets it 24 yards. A great catch by Chapel Stickler in the edge of the end zone. Almost ran out of real estate, was able to haul it in for the touchdown, and that combination hits once again. 24-yard touchdown, and Providence needed just 30 seconds to go 62 yards, give or take. A big pass play to McClintock, and then the long touchdown to Chapel Stickler. And Providence now on top, 17-14. The only negative, if you want to look at it, is that there's a 1:21 to go, and Northside only needs a field goal to tie. Not quite sure how good their field goal kicker is. We do have a Northside player that is down. Looks like he's okay, and he's getting up. It's been a hard-fought game. A lot of guys going both ways, and so you know here deep into the game that they're very, very tired. So to look at that play again, Pittman at first wanted to go right to his left, didn't have that, so he rolled out to the left, felt a little bit of pressure, looked up. Stickler was running. He wasn't wide open, but he is open, and able to catch that with about 2 yards to go in the end zone. Makes a great catch, able to put his hand up to let everybody know that he got it, and so that brought the crowd to their feet. We got a lot of football here the last 10 minutes or so here to see, with Northside taking it 95 yards down to take the lead in the game with 1:59 to go. And then Providence, not really known for big splash plays, gets a long pass and then able to get the long touchdown. So really 2 completions on that drive. Got Providence the lead. Now can the defense hold it? Providence does a number of different kickoffs. We'll see if they kick it deep or if they squib kick it. And they just squib kick it. It's a great bounce, and Northside able to get it and move it up to about the 45-yard line. I'm not sure that I would have squib kicked that one. I think I would have gone deep there. So now only needing a field goal, Northside with 1:14 on the clock and a pretty good passing game, starts at the 45-yard line. If I was guessing, not having really seen the field goal kicker, I would say they've got to get the ball at least to about the 10-yard line. So they're 45 yards away from what probably would be somewhat of a field goal range. We'll see how that plays out here. They do have a good passing game, and Hicks is a good arm. He goes back. He's being pressured. Is he going to be sacked? He is sacked, and that's a Gabe Pemberton able to get that sack. Northside has 2 timeouts. We'll see. I think they may have called one of them. One of the problems when you try to get big chunk plays like that is it takes a little bit of time to get the receivers down the field. Hicks looked up. I think he wanted a receiver right up the seam. Didn't see him. Didn't see what he liked. And by the time he felt the pressure, it was too late. And Pemberton, who's been all over the quarterback a lot here in the game, able to get that sack, a huge sack, 10 yards. Now makes it 2nd down and 20. And it's interesting that when Providence had the ball, they wanted to go straight down the field with long go routes on every pass play, and that's exactly what Northside wanted to do there. Neither one wanting to use the underneath stuff and try to maybe get underneath and get out of bounds, or just get some chunk plays there, because Northside had 2 timeouts. Now they only have 1 timeout, and Providence certainly in control here. The defense stepping up with a sack in if not the first sack, the 2nd sack of the game. And it also pointing out that this is only the 3rd time Northside's had it in the second half. So Providence has done a good job controlling the game. So Providence comes up with their 2nd sack of this series, and whatever they were trying to do there has not worked for them. And that is number 18, Zach Vinson, able to get that sack. And just a couple of more yards. Northside is not calling a timeout. They're electing to go for it. It's 3rd and about 22, 23. So it looks like has an opportunity, another sack. And boy, that's just a play that just did not work from the start. Probably should have called the 3rd and final timeout. Now you've put yourself in a position for it's 4th down, and it's hard to say because the clock says 10. Let me see if I can do quick math here. It's going to be 4th and 18. Providence defense, with its best stand so far of the game, held Northside in check, but really getting some penetration here. So 4th and 18. We'll see what Northside comes up with. Just a straight drop. Hicks goes down the field. Nobody down there. And Providence is going to win the game. What a second half we had here at Providence Christian High School. It was 10-0 at the half. Providence holding the ball for almost the entire 3rd quarter. Turning it over on downs. Northside, in just a number of plays, takes it down with a 48-yard touchdown off of a screen. Providence gives the ball back on downs once again inside the 5-yard line. Northside takes it down again 95 yards to take the lead, and in 2 plays Providence able to go down, take the lead, 17-14, and the defense comes up with 2 sacks and then 2 incompletions. And then the most exciting play for a team in football is the victory formation, and Providence is going to get out of here and go 3-1 in the region. 2 teams ahead of them are undefeated, Opp, HA, and Strawn, but HA and Strawn are playing each other tonight, so one of the 2 of them will have a loss, and Providence will be tied for at least 3rd place in the region. You got to win the games that you can, and that's what's happened tonight for Providence. The teams that they need to beat, they have. They beat Ashford, they beat New Brockton, and tonight able to beat Northside Methodist. There's a couple of more tough games on the horizon, but you can only do what you can do and just look at it 1 week at a time. Providence with I don't want to say an improbable victory, but when they were facing 3rd down in their own territory, you weren't sure that they were able to go down the field. They were able to do it, and a really good high school football game tonight here in Dothan. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to watch more of this, just search the Scenic Cable Network on YouTube. You can watch this game again and any number of games as well, going back a long time. See a lot of historical games as well. Hope you enjoyed it. The final 17, Providence 14, Northside Methodist. This is Mike Bridges telling you that I hope you have a good evening. You get a Friday night off, which is nice, and we'll see you back here soon on the Scenic Cable Sports Network.